Welcome back to video number 3. We're going to cover the royal family, and also we're going to cover a little bit of Finn and a little bit of Harry. I try to keep Harry out of the royal family stuff, but unfortunately that just wasn't possible with this video. So let's just jump in and cover it all. You'll see what I'm talking about. Let's go. I want to start off by letting you know, I think I've told you guys before that somebody sent me a thunder shirt. Well, a storm hit, a bad one. That is a wicked looking sky. You can hear the thunder. It's coming. I'm going to try out Finn's thunder shirt for the first time. Wow. And so as the storm approached, we went ahead and put the shirt on Finn. Now, Finn still jumped up on the couch into his usual spot, and he still likes to put his head behind the pillow, but he was not shaking, and he seemed much more comfortable. Usually during storms, he won't even take a treat. This time he did. Thank you to who sent that. That was fabulous. All right, let's go on now. We're going to start off with Princess Anne, who took part in a beautiful ceremony in Victoria, Canada on May 5th. She laid a wreath. They had the National Battle of the Atlantic ceremony. Remember, Anne is the Commodore-in-Chief of the Canadian Fleet Pacific. Again, a lot of these may not be in order, okay? On May 4th, Anne and her husband, Sir Tim Lawrence, went to the Archives and Collections space at the Maritime Museum of British Columbia. That was founded with a donation by Prince Philip, and she went to look at all the stuff that they had there. Now, this next event, I'm not sure the date of. So Anne and Sir Lawrence unveiled a plaque commemorating Queen Elizabeth, and Anne also planted a red flowering currant tree after a ceremony took place in the gardens at the Government House in Victoria, Canada. You know, it could just be me, but more and more Anne reminds me of her dad. All right. Going back to May 5th, Anne and Sir Tim Lawrence went to visit the Royal Victoria Yacht Club, which was located in Oak Bay. Looks like she was fighting a little bit of rain there. All right, next up, also on the 5th, the same day, Anne toured the Victoria Therapeutic Riding Association at, I hope I'm saying this right, Sannicton. Oh, that's a mouthful. And we already know that with her equestrian background and, her daughter's equestrian background, that this was right up her alley. Let's move on to King Charles now. He greeted the Prime Minister of Fiji. I apologize, I'm not even going to try this gentleman's first name, Mr. Rabuka. This was an audience that took place at Buckingham Palace on the 7th, and I love this gentleman's outfit. Pretty cool. Moving on. All right, Princess Beatrice, a few days ago, she was in New York City. She was there to support the Outward Bound Trust. This was very rare because Beatrice was actually on a national TV appearance live. She was on ITV's This Morning. And anyway, to make a long story short, they're saying that this could be proof that Beatrice and Eugenie are asking for more royal duties. I don't know if that's true. The problem is they could get minor roles, but then they would be half in, half out, which is what Harry and Meghan wanted. And I don't think that that's going to be allowed. I got to be honest. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Outward Bound Trust is, it's a charity that is supposed to, and I'm quoting, unlock the potential of young people through discovery and adventure in the wild. It runs courses at residential centers in the Lake District, in North Wales, and the Highlands. The idea is to translate experiences into lessons for life. So for those of you who are wondering what this has to do with Beatrice and what she's doing, on May 6th, 20 people took on the first ever descent of the Empire State Building. That's right. They para-whatevered down the building to raise funds for Outward Bound. I would never have done something like that, but there you go. It was a fundraising challenge, they're saying, of epic proportion. Beatrice also gave an update on her mother, Sarah Ferguson, saying she was proud of her, and they have modeled their own health considerations on that, and that she's cancer-free. Good. And a big thank you to Remoulade Sauce for showing us everything she was wearing. Let's move on. Let's move on now. The 1-year anniversary came from King Charles's coronation, and they put out some absolutely gorgeous pictures of the day, showing the king, showing him and Camilla arriving, showing the two of them actually getting their crowns, showing William and his fabulous family, showing a lot of stuff. Now, some of the stuff that came out was a little, because Harry was caught in some pictures and some video that's very questionable. Now remember, Harry missed Archie's birthday. He's missing it this year also, but he missed it last year because he insisted on coming to the coronation. He wasn't involved in the coronation. I think he came just because he wanted to solidify that I'm the king's son and, I'm still connected to the royal family. But some pictures came out, some video came out. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's the end of the service. They're walking out. They're singing God Save the King. Everybody's singing, but if you look at Harry, Harry's not singing. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. Watch Harry's mouth. It's not moving. He's not singing God Save the King. Then as they come out, you'll see that everybody bows their head or curtsies or whatever it is they do as the people pass. But of course, not Harry. Now, I want you to watch this. Harry drops his head, but he never picks it back up. So I don't believe he dropped his head in a nod to King Charles. I think he just dropped his head. Look, head down, keep looking down. Everybody else is looking up. He's still looking down. That wasn't done out of respect. Now, as we are at the 1-year anniversary, members of the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery fired a 41-gun salute at Green Park in London. And you guys can totally see the spectators on the other side of the gates there watching all of it. This is history, you guys. History. You guys, I absolutely want your comments on this. First of all, who in the heck would rappel, I think is the word, down the Empire State Building? Who would have the cojones for that? Because that absolutely would not be me. I get nervous just going out on that platform. And I want to know what you think about Charles and Harry's behavior at the coronation. For sure. Okay. Don't forget to leave those comments. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Go down into the description box. You'll find the links to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon. Anything that you guys need. My father's book. Everything is in there. If you've donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.